So today I'm going to be going over the 12 pillars of success found in the 12 Pillars by Jim Rohn. So Jim Rohn is one of my favorite mentors. He is so wise. He's so funny. He is totally amazing. So if you haven't checked him out, you have to do so. This book was more like a story form, which is a lot different than what I'm used to for personal development. Usually I like the truth bombs just like thrown at me, but this one was still like an easy read. It's simple, easy, big words, but it had so much wisdom in there. So I'm going to go into each of these 12 pillars and just kind of give you briefly in my explanation what I feel like these mean and some beautiful quotes that I found in there as well. So if you're here for it, get your favorite drink, get cozy, and let's get into it. So pillar number 1 is work harder on yourself than you do at your job. So yes, we can work at our job and become better, but we're only going to get better to a certain extent. The key is to work on ourselves. So work on the disciplines, work on your habits, on your systems. How do you become better? How do you grow body, mind, and soul? How do you add more value to the marketplace, to your job, to your family? What are the skills that you can acquire? What are the passions that you can go after that are going to fulfill you, that are going to level you up? What are those things that really interest you, that are going to make your life so much more wonderful? So find those skills that are going to make you a better person, that are going to make you wealthier, that are going to make you happier. Find those disciplines, find those systems, read the books that you might be procrastinating on, take the workshops and go to the seminars, but work on yourself. When you work on yourself, you can then become a even better person at your job, an even better person in your family life. You will just become an overall better person. So pillar number 2 is total well-being. So there are different dimensions to your health, and it's all about balance. So he divides it into your body, your soul, and your spirit. Your body, obviously, it's your health. Your soul is your mind, your intellect, your emotions, and your spirit. The spirit is the eternal. It's the one that transcends your spiritual life. And I think we all can think of people that might just focus on one area instead of most. And it's not wrong to focus on one of these areas, but you need to have balance. You don't want to be rich and unhealthy. You don't want to be smart and have no sense of spirituality. That connects us to God, that connects us to His peace, His love, His hand in our life. So as you focus on growing, make sure that you take care of each of these different areas. Pillar number 3 is make the most out of the gift of relationships. So he says like the funnest or the best highs and the lowest lows are either with somebody or because of somebody, but relationships are essential to our being. So he gives us an example of the garden. A garden needs soil, it needs sun, and it needs water. Our relationships are the same. It needs time, effort, and imagination. Time should be about quantity and quality. It should be about how much time and how well you spend that time together. That's going to make the relationships grow. Imagination is going to be what do you decide to do in that time. Imagination to create dates, imaginations to make vacations, imaginations to have fun on a budget, imagination to show your spouse how much you love them, imagination to make the best out of your relationships, imagination to nurture your relationships. Because remember, once a flower blooms, it still needs water. Meaning, don't believe that just because you have an amazing relationship, that's the way it's always going to stay. Remember that you always need to take care of them, and if it's not growing, it's dying. Pillar number 4 is write down your goals. So to be able to write down your goals, you need to have goals. And when you write down your goals, you bring them into reality. So one of his first goals was to become a millionaire. And of course, yes, money's going to help us live more comfortably, but it's more about the person that you become, the lessons that you learn, the patterns that you have to follow, the systems, the thinking, the people that you're influenced by. See, making $1 million is not just about the money. It's about the person that you become in the process of making that money. You obviously have to be more valuable. You obviously have to grow. You obviously have to learn. You have to become a better person. You have to have better habits, be influenced by better people. So it's all in the process that you find the value. Pillar number 5 is the proper use of your time. So spend your time wisely. You can spend money and make that money back up, but time you will not get back. So when you spend a day, make sure that it's aligned to your goals. It's used on the important things in life. Sometimes urgency and importance can be confused, but they're not always the same thing. You may make some things urgent, but if they're really not important, they're really not aligned to the goals that you have, or to make you a better person, or to help you and your family, or to fulfill you in any way, you need to really check yourself and think, why am I doing the things that I'm doing? Maybe I'm doing them out of pain or out of fear, or because it's somebody else's demands. Or maybe you're just escaping your 9 to 5, or you're just using it to escape your real life, to just have some mindless thinking. Okay, sometimes, it may be needed, but make sure that you don't confuse how much time you should be spending on reading and growing with doing mindless activities that are not going to fulfill. So pillar number 6 is surround yourself with the best people. So who you're around with is going to influence how much you grow and who you're going to become. So surround yourself with winners, with successful people, with people that want to see you grow, that share the same values and skills that you want to obtain. See, we gotta check ourselves and see, okay, are the people that I'm hanging out with just keeping me basic, or are they helping me level up? Do we go out to drink? Do we just gossip? Do we talk about our bosses or our spouses and just sit and complain or talk about the latest celebrity news? Or is it people that talk about ideas, about growth, about success, about books, about how to become better, about how to become more valuable? And with that, I think at the same time, you also need to check yourself. What kind of friend are you being? Once you check your people, then you can place them in 3 different categories. So disassociation, so they are not good for you. They are taking you further from who you want to become. Or maybe they're neutral, or are they someone that you want to be around, you want to learn from, you want to grow with, that do influence your life and help you become a better person. Because successful people look for other successful people that are going to help them grow, that are going to challenge them, that are going to influence them. And remember, to attract attractive people, you must be attractive. Pillar number 7 is be a lifelong learner. Formal education will make you a living, and self-education will make you a fortune. So learning is the beginning of health, wealth, and spirituality. It's opening your mind to new things. It's learning new explanations for some of your ideas, for some of your beliefs. It's finding different ways, finding different systems, finding different patterns that are going to get you to your goal faster. It's indulging in the books. It's sitting with great leaders. It's listening to the best mentors. See, like I said before, if we're not growing, we are dying. So if you want to be successful, make sure that you're always looking for ways to become better in all areas of life. Walk into life open-minded. Don't think that you know all the answers. Don't think that only your view is the right view. Be open to the wisdom of those who came before you. Because when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Pillar number 8, all of life is influence. So if you want to be successful, you need to know the art of skill and influence. So think about it. Ever since we were babies, we had to influence our parents to feed us. We had to influence our partner to date us. We want to influence our boss to hire us. And to be a person of influence, you need to both be and be perceived as a person of talent and virtue. You need to walk your talk. You need to be a person of integrity. So know your stuff, walk your talk, be persistent, and do not take no for an answer. So remember, to be successful, you must be persistent. Pillar number 9 is profits are better than wages. So the difference is if you're working for profits, is you're working for yourself. But if you're working for wages, you're working for someone else. So remember what we were talking about millionaires, that it's not about the money, it's about the person that you become. So focus on that person that you're becoming. Be in love with the person that you're becoming. Work on yourself so you can work for yourself. Maybe what we're looking for is that financial independence. Financial independence is the ability to live from your income of your own resources. And yes, it may be hard, but I mean, when you really think about it, I do not want to live to be elderly and depending on the government or on somebody else to take care of me. Pillar number 10 is communication, also known as finding that common ground. So we already know success is based on relationships, and those relationships require communication. Most of the time people communicate because they want to get their point across and may not even be listening to find an agreement. So be smart about your communication. Be smart on the way you say things. Be smart on the tone of voice that you're using. Make sure that whatever you are saying is coming across as finding that common ground and not just pushing your point of view on somebody else. So pillar 11 is become a leader. The world can always use one more great leader. Leaders make a difference. Leaders help others change their thoughts, beliefs, and actions to become a better person. They are masters at influencing. They help you see who you are, but who you can be. They talk about what is and how it can be. Leaders show you an optimistic vision of yourself, of your future, of where you can be and who you can become and where you can go and what you can fulfill. They have integrity. They practice what they preach. They have a positive attitude. They are people who are genuinely interested in others, in the best for others, in helping others become the best version of themselves. Leaders rise to the highest levels. They enjoy wealth and they have some of the best relationships. Leaders experience life to the fullest. Leaders bring value and they get compensated very well for it. Leaders have a vision, they have dreams, and they set their goals, their actions, and intentions on accomplishing it. And last but not least, my favorite one, the one that made the whole book worth it, is pillar number 12, leave a legacy. So my absolute favorite quote from the book is, live a life that will help others spiritually, intellectually, physically, financially, and relationally. Live a life that serves as an example of what an exceptional life can look like. You can't choose how long you're going to live, but you can choose how well you're going to live. And how well you live is bound by how much you give to others. We must live out the philosophies that we so passionately believe in and that we share with others. We can design our own life. If others want to live small lives, if others want to worry about the small things and be distracted and be escaping, let them. But not you. You live a life that you love. You live a life to your fullest potential. Be patient, loving, and loyal. Give of yourself and sacrifice for others. Live your best life and leave a legacy. So these were it. These were the 12 pillars of success by Jim Rohn. I hope this added immense value to you. I hope you now know what to work on, what tweaks to make in your life to become overall a better, more fulfilled person of more value to the world, to your family. I will leave a link of the book in the description below. In the comments below, let me know which of these spoke to your soul. And please like and subscribe for more videos like this.